Hello, and thank you for joining us today. My name is Martin Dowdall. I'm the Vice President of Product for CTMS here at Medidata. I'm thrilled to be with you today, and I'm equally thrilled to be joined by Kaya Watkins, who is the Global Head of Clinical Development at Catalyst Clinical Research. Today, we'd like to share some perspective with you, both from a technology provider and from a clinical research organization, on how selecting a data-driven clinical trial management system can significantly improve clinical decision-making and increase your organization's readiness to scale its operations. Clinical trials are more important than ever, and the pressures on clinical operations teams who are being asked to do more with less have been never greater. If we think about the clinical workflows involved in moving a study from planning through to closeout, there are multiple challenges that organizations face that can impede the effective delivery of that trial. These include managing multiple technology systems and the integration of those systems, as well as the large number of stakeholders who need to collaborate across the organization. In addition, the complexity, types, and volume of data which needs to be managed is ever growing. And on top of this, current workflows have significant inefficiencies and require manual effort and data re-entry, which can lead to late or inaccurate information transfer. All of these challenges can break clinical trial workflows and lead to delayed issue remediation, inaccurate reporting, and overall stakeholder dissatisfaction. The result is that it's harder than ever to deliver a clinical trial on time and on budget. The good news is that these pressures have been a disruptive force for clinical technologies, and as the needs of sponsors and CROs have evolved, so have technology providers. Today's clinical trial management systems look nothing like the CTMSs of 5 or even 10 years ago. Medidata is reimagining our clinical trial management system, Rave CTMS, in collaboration with you, our sponsor and CRO customers. Rave CTMS provides all the core functionality you would expect from an industry-leading CTMS. Study planning and assigning resources, patient enrollment and milestone tracking, site monitoring, managing and tracking the progress of the study, issue management, all the way to close out the trial and prepare the study for regulatory submission, providing rich dashboards and reporting along the way. But what sets Rave CTMS apart is being part of Medidata's open data platform, developed to improve business outcomes for our clients and make them more effective in their roles. So what does this mean exactly? It means having one source of truth for trial health, no manual data re-entry, no reconciliation process. Once the data enters the platform, it is natively available and to be used anywhere in near real time. It means being able to truly leverage all your data, clinical, operational, and otherwise, to drive better decision making. And our open data architecture means that Rave CTMS will work seamlessly with your current technology, whether it be other vendors or legacy applications. We will be able to work with those seamlessly. In addition, we've released migration tools that will allow you to migrate from your current CTMS to the Rave CTMS platform. It means ensuring robust industry and government compliance, meeting and surpassing security and data privacy regulations. So let's take a little closer look at some of the differentiators of Rave CTMS versus the market. So think again about how complex some of your study team's workflows are becoming. Example, the number of touch points with systems and stakeholders that needed to drive these issues to resolution. Even companies currently using a CTMS are often managing aspects of the workflow offline on spreadsheets or on separate email systems, which need to be checked regularly and are not regulatory compliant. Wouldn't it be nice to remove all the clutter and wasteful steps and let the system take the guesswork and manual effort out of the process altogether? Rave CTMS harmonizes all aspects of the workflow into a single system, reducing delays and increasing accuracy and trust in that final issue report. We believe the CTMS should be managing the issues, allowing you more time to resolve those issues. You also need unfettered access to all of your CTMS data, and you need to be able to combine, compare, calculate, and evaluate it in a way that's intuitive. Rave CTMS now supports ad hoc reporting capabilities, and I'm really excited to announce our reporting is being powered by Tableau. As you know, Tableau is an industry leader in data visualization and analytics. Now you can make smarter decisions faster based on a deeper understanding of the trial data and potential issues surfaced from that data. You can combine data across studies into a single table or visualization and set up automatic alerts on dashboards and reports so that you can identify and act on critical issues as they occur. Then finally, Rave CTMS was designed to be interoperable with your current applications and business systems. Yes, as I've mentioned, Rave CTMS is part of the Medidata Clinical Cloud, but this is your data and it needs to be available to you wherever you want it and when you want it. Medidata has robust capabilities via externalized APIs to ensure seamless data flow both to and from your external systems. And all of this secure integration and implementation is managed by Medidata with no effort on your part. So regardless of the complexity of your legacy systems, Medidata can ensure seamless workflow integration. And as we develop new functionalities in our roadmap, we externalize APIs to support them. So this is all part of Medidata's open data concept to ensure simple internal and external connectivity for our customers. So it's really exciting for me to talk about where we're taking our CTMS product and assure you of our commitment to continue to listen to our customers and continue to evolve this together. However, it's time for you to hear from one of our customers. I'm going to turn over the floor to Kaya Watkins from Catalyst. Catalyst have been a valued partner to Medidata for a number of years, and they've chosen the Medidata platform to enable them to achieve their goals. Kaya, over to you.
Catalyst is actually thrilled to be a partner of Medidata's, and we're also really excited to be included in this presentation today. First, before I kick off our experience and some of the decisions that really led to us working with Medidata, I'd like to share a little bit about Catalyst Clinical Research with all of you. So just to walk you through our journey, we actually have been in business since 2005, so been in business for 15 years. Our organization really is an amalgamation of 3 companies focused largely on both flexible solutions in resourcing and full service solutions focused on oncology therapeutics. Over the course of our history, we've really focused in on our deep knowledge and history in data and data science, as well as our deep therapeutic expertise in oncology. What really sets us apart from our competitors is that we really believe that every single trial that we support and that we focus on is unique and really demands a partner that is going to bring solutions to the table that are going to help ensure the success of our partners' clinical trials. So that being said, when we were asked to do a presentation with Medidata today, we were enthusiastic about coming together and really sharing our story around what led us to this partnership. As we walked into this journey with Medidata, the first thing we really wanted to assess is the challenges that we were really trying to solve for. As I mentioned, we are an oncology-focused CRO. Most of our work is in early development. And so it was really imperative for us to ensure that as we were evaluating not only the CTMS solution, but also the Medidata Rave Clinical Cloud platform, that we were really able to serve our customers in the way they most needed those services to be supported. First, as we sort of thought through what it was that we were going to need our systems and our solutions to offer, it was really being able to provide our customers a way to access their data quickly and in real time. As you can imagine, early development companies in oncology are looking for signals. They're looking to ensure that they're able to see those signals as quickly as possible, because that could be the difference between moving that trial forward or stopping that trial. And so ensuring that they're working with a partner that has the ability to provide that information to them in real time and is accessible was really critical for us. In addition, as you can all imagine, clinical providers often have multiple functional teams that are accessing that data or utilizing that data or inputting that data. And one of the things that we wanted to ensure was that we weren't creating silos, that we had a means to ensure that all of those functional teams were connected through one single platform, whether it was a CRA that needed to input information regarding their monitoring activities, a CTA that was inputting data regarding that institution or site, or the sponsor needing to access protocol deviation information. We were really able to ensure that level of continuity across study team members was evident in the system that we were choosing. And then lastly, ensuring that we were really looking for a platform provider. As you all know, there are boundless numbers of clinical systems that we would be utilizing in a clinical trial. Ensuring that utilizing a system that would create ease for our end users, that would eliminate duplicative processes and duplicative information was really critical. One of the benefits of utilizing the Rave Clinical Cloud platform with CTMS was that there was information we only needed to enter in once. For example, if you had a new investigator that you were adding to the platform, whether it was to access for trip reports, to access for issue management, or to eventually access for EDC, you were only entering that information in one time within the user management platform. So those are some of the benefits that we were really seeking when trying to identify a platform provider. So as we thought about the solution requirements, there were a number of things that really, hit home for us in terms of the types of requirements that were necessary as we embarked on this journey. Obviously, ensuring that we had market familiarity was key. We think about customers as pharmaceutical and biopharmaceutical companies that are developing their assets. And while that's true, there's also another customer in this process, and that is the site personnel and institutions. And so we were able to actually go out and interview many of these sites and institutions. And by and large, we learned that familiarity with Rave as an EDC provider was very, very high, particularly in these larger institutions that are really doing a lot of that oncology work. And so that really laid the groundwork for us going through this exploration. The familiarity with Rave, the ability to access one unified system using their iMetadata login was really a critical factor. As I mentioned in the prior slide, the single platform was really critical. Again, continuity in data, one unified system of truth, one time where you're entering in key information, which helped with productivity amongst our teams, were all factors in really identifying a system of record. Predictive analytics, obviously being able to ensure that we can leverage that information to make decisions. So again, as I had mentioned, it could be protocol deviations or issue management. These are things that are really critical elements of the CTMS platform. It enables us to input this information when events occur or during monitoring visits. But then it also leads us down the path of being able to leverage that data to make decisions down the road, whether that's a site compliance issue, risk assessments that we are regularly performing, or just our ability to recognize trends that we might be seeing in the data. And then, of course, reporting is critical. Every organization knows that sponsors want reporting. And so the ability to provide that reporting through the Meds Reporter platform or Meds Reporter engine was really critical. There's a whole host of canned reports that can be provided to our customers. Again, information they're able to access in real time. And obviously some custom reports that we would have the capabilities to build. Some of the factors that really played in, and some of this is duplicative, but again, client feedback was really critical. As I mentioned, sites had a strong preference for Rave. That was their preferred EDC platform, and so that weighed in our decision to really implement the full platform, including CTMS. Functionality was key. We needed to ensure that the system was really going to hit all the boxes, that we can do all of the study management activities that we would expect a CTMS to be able to perform. That we would ensure that there was efficiency, that we had an easy user interface, a system that would be well adopted, whether the end user was a Catalyst team member, site personnel, or a sponsor team member. And then lastly, and one that we've really come to take advantage of, is really the partner advantages. And I know Martin alluded to some of these partner elements in his slides, but really being able to draw from system configuration knowledge, We were able to get accreditations on some of the systems that enabled us to basically do our own builds, and really be able to cut startup time in doing so. We have visibility into the metadata roadmap, and also have the ability to influence the metadata roadmap. So that's really given us a great deal of advantages in terms of really being able to partner with metadata. And then lastly, just the customer solution support that we're able to draw from through that partner model. One example of that is, as we've pivoted in this current COVID climate, we've obviously had a need to really lean on our partners to find other ways in which we can ensure there's little to no disruption in our clinical trial activity. So whether that's leaning on our partnership with metadata to introduce targeted source doc verification, or utilizing mobile technologies to bring trials to patients, we were really able to navigate that through our partnership model. And we found profound benefits in being able to do that. Alignment was really key, and there were really two buckets when we really thought about how do we ensure that our requirements really line up with metadata's value proposition. Productivity being absolutely critical. We still live in a world, unfortunately, where team members are leveraging Excel spreadsheets. There's obviously data integrity or data loss challenges with that, and it's really just not an efficient way of working. And so this system really enabled our teams to be far more productive, and our teams to work much more cohesively together. And then, of course, the customer centricity was really critical. We wanted to be able to offer solutions to our customers that our customers are seeking. And so, as I've mentioned, the familiarity with the system, the ability to have a platform that has an easy user interface was really critical in that decision-making process, for us anyway. And so in summary, as we think about how leveraging the metadata partnership really helps us future-proof our business, I won't read this quote directly, but it's one that I've used in a couple of different mediums. By and large, with our partnership with metadata, what we've really learned is that we can really leverage metadata to grow with us. We are embarking on this journey with multiple sponsor companies that are doing early development. They are looking for systems that are going to continue to grow with them. So as they take their assets from dose escalation or dose finding studies into expansion and then beyond, they're able to leverage the same systems time and time again. And so that was really key for us when trying to identify a partner. At the same time, we're acutely aware of the demands of getting drug development companies to work with partners that are really going to be able to take their compounds into registrational studies. And the metadata platform really enables us to do that. So we're absolutely thrilled with the decision that we've made to move in this direction. And we're eager to see the enhancements that the systems are going to continue to offer us. So with that, I just wanted to thank everybody for their time, and we will go ahead and open for questions.